is me, Lucy, so I do need to put a trigger warning out there, as I am heavily going to be talking about sex work, as I'm talking about Bonnie Blue today. And where did it all go wrong? And why is she doing the antics that she's doing now? Let's dive in. Everything I talk about in my videos is my opinion only, so sit back, relax, grab yourself a cuppa or a drink of your choice and enjoy. See, this is how I want my YouTube to feel like. You're having like a cup of tea with a friend and a chat, you know, and having a gossip. That's exactly how I want them to come across, so I hope they do come across that way. So anyway, getting ahead of myself. So Bonnie Blue was born and raised in the Midlands in the UK. She was called Tia Bellinger at the time, but for the sake of confusion, I will be referring to her as Bonnie Blue throughout this video. So she was raised by her mother and her stepfather, but she's never met her biological father. Put a huge pin in that. So in her younger years, she trained and competed as a street dancer, and also was a teacher as a street dancing teacher. Ooh, getting all nice and flexible for the future, are we? Ooh. But in unison, let's make a huge sigh of relief, because she was going to go into midwifery. So let's in unison a huge sigh of relief that she didn't effing do that. So then she went into recruitment, married a childhood sweetheart, moved to Oz and lived happily ever after. Nah, she didn't, else I wouldn't be talking about her.
I disagree with what you do.
You do realise you're the one in the wrong.
You are dead behind the eyes.
Everyone says this. Do you think I am?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's definitely a personality disorder. You're possibly a sociopath.
So she moved to Oz, it seemed, as the sole purpose of becoming a cam girl.
So I started off camming. So when you go on these sites online, you can speak to girls one-on-one. I started off doing that for a couple of weeks. Enjoyed it, had good money, liked interacting with people.
Now, I'm sure you know what a cam girl is. It's where creepy men, predominantly, I pronounced it, creepy men will come and they will pay her for her to do whatever they will watch her do whatever she wants to do to herself. I've got to be careful because it's YouTube, but yeah, they will pay an amount and ask her to do whatever, and she'll do it. That's basically what a cam girl is. I hope I've explained that well, but I'm sure you all know what a cam girl is anyway. Now, I reserve judgment when it comes to cam girling. I mean, it's not for me. Who'd want to watch me anyway? But I reserve judgment just because she's on her own, doing her own thing and not promoting it to anyone. So I reserve judgment when it comes to that, because you're doing it in the privacy of your own home.
No, I'd prefer if that's really your thing that you get off on.
Yeah.
That you just go and do it in private.
Why do I need to do it in private? I'm proud of it.
So yeah, no judgment when it comes to cam girling. Oh, just getting comfy. Sorry guys if my setup keeps changing. I'm so sorry. Another thing she always states is she has no daddy issues. Her words, not mine. And she does.
So what was your life like growing up? So prior to like everything that you've done, what was you like as a child?
Just like I had the most normal childhood. I have got like mum, dad, sister, lived in like a small village. We got like, I had hobbies alongside school. I wasn't naughty at school, but like, yes, I didn't do my homework. Like, yes, I'd be late for class. So it was just like a cheeky, but not naughty, not like mischievous or anything like that. Was doing like dancing alongside school. So very just normal childhood.
So was like any experienced trauma in your childhood that you can
No,
recall
like-
that would have...
Zero trauma, no daddy issues. People look into my past a lot and they're like, there must be something, like something must be happening.
Because it is a big thing to just go from like having this beautiful life in a village to people on camera.
Because she's never met a real dad. So I don't know why she keeps banging on. I grew up with a normal family with a mum and dad and all this, and says no daddy issues, none of that, and things like that. She does. She's never met a dad. So why lie? Why lie, Bonnie Blue? It doesn't make you any less of a person if you've met your dad or not. Nor does it change anyone's opinions on the antics that you're promoting. So whether you met your dad or not, doesn't, no one cares. So what came about over lockdown? OF, of course, and the dodgiest, I think we can agree, the dodgiest platform on the planet. So she went one step further and went into OF.
I might set up OnlyFans because I was aware of it but didn't know too much about it.
Right.
So started off doing like your generic content with other content creators that was established in my area. And then I quite quickly realised how fake and how edited that is. And I wanted to take it that one step further.
But again, she was doing it privately at the time, but she gained a very large following very, very quickly on OF. I can only imagine the racy pictures and videos she was doing. Considering what she's doing now, I can only imagine what what she was putting out there. But yes, so she went one step further. So she went one step further and went on to OF and started earning, I'd say, a decent amount of money and gained a very large following.
And then I was like, okay, I might set up OnlyFans because I was aware of it but didn't know too much about it.
Right.
So started off doing like your generic content with other content creators that was established in my area. And then I quite quickly realised how fake and how edited that is. And I wanted to take it that one step further.
So it was around this time her and her husband split and she moved back to the UK. I don't know the details surrounding her and her husband splitting up, but I can only imagine if she came and spoke to him about what antics she wanted to promote. Yeah, I can see that causing a divorce for sure.
We're not going to the Bonnie Blue penny.
I already got my... Calm down! Calm down! Oh my... Bro, you're insane! You're insane! I'm leaving. Oh my God.
So at age 24 at the time, Bonnie Blue thought, I'm going to harass a load of children.
Freshers in the UK, which is very similar to your schoolies. And I was like, I wish people could see the bigger picture. I wish people could see the people that queue up for me, the people I actually interact with, and how it's not this really dirty, disgusting environment, which, I would have assumed it was like before I was in the industry, or I would have assumed it was like until I actually experienced it myself.
We can have the argument all day long. If you're 18, you're an adult. No, you're not. You're a child still. You haven't got the brain, you haven't got the capacity at that time to make rational decisions. So she went to, pardon me, Derby University, Nottingham Trent University and the University of Nottingham here in the UK to say she was coming to Freshers Week and does anyone want to F her? That's basically what she was promoting. I think she went outside a few of these universities and was interviewing a few men, children.
They're literally borderline underage.
No, because they're 18.
But they're still children.
Yeah, but they're 18.
What if he was 17?
Well, then no, because that'd be illegal.
Would you still, if it wasn't on camera?
No.
No, so your limit is 18 years old.
And, children. And, so saying she'll be coming to Freshers Week on all them 3 universities to harass 18, 19-year-olds. Sorry, guys, Freshers Week. I mean, you'll know you have it in the States, don't you? Freshers Week is it's just 18 to 21-year-olds. Yeah, where on the first week of university they all go out. So they're the people she targets, like 18 to 21-year-olds who can't make their own, make rational decisions and stuff like that. They're the people who she targets, and that's why it's such a problem, and that's why this woman needs to be stopped.
You said the word rapist. I know that you push the boundaries beyond the point of comprehension to a lot of people, me included.
Yeah.
Would you knowingly sleep with a rapist?
Yes. I would.
Fuck's sake.
Like, why fuck's sake?
Well, now you tell me why you would sleep with a rapist first.
Because I'm offering out my body. I'm consenting to it. So to me, obviously, once you're a rapist, you're always a rapist. It's disgusting. But I'd prefer them to come and have consensual sex with me to doing that to someone else who hasn't consented.
And what is so, so damaging is that she proudly says to these lads, I will take your virginity. I will be happy to do that. I will take your virginity on your 18th birthday. So the day prior, they'd have been 17. And she has no shame. She has no shame at all in that. She proudly states it.
But they are still...
I'd happily take someone like on their 18th birthday. Like, no problem.
How old
because
are you?
they're 18, 25.
So if she's letting these, young lads, she's taking their virginity, which seems like what she wants to do. So what are they, and she's there saying, do whatever you want to me, I'll be like an experiment for you. That's what she says.
So I'm still learning every day, but my content is educational to those that I'm sleeping with and those that are watching it.
I'll be an experiment for you. So she'll let them do whatever she wants to her. So what are they going to go on and do to the next young girl? This is so, so damaging.
Empowered when I'm disrespected by over 1,000 men. Like, I have to remind them, spit on me, slap me, choke me, pull my hair. But
the other thing I need to highlight is, can you imagine if the roles were reversed and this was a guy promoting taking young girls' virginities and stuff like that? I think they'd be in cuffs. Do you not agree? And then she moved on to Spring Breakers, knowing that, again, it's young lads, that can't make rational decisions. So she'll promote it and say really disgusting things on TikTok, saying she's bringing 2 hot blondes with her. I won't say any more than that, but yeah, she says pretty gross stuff about, coming over to spring break and stuff like that. So yeah, again, harassing children. I mean, 18, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds can't even drink in the States.
Okay, well, let me make it a shot martini.
So they're children. They're children. So yeah, so she moved on to Spring Breakers. Of course she did. And then she promoted something no one needed, nor did they ask for, which was effing 1,000 men in one day.
this is for you. Like, I don't want it to seem like, I don't know, intimidating. If you don't...
I'm excited. I am going to do a world record of 1,000 men in 24 hours. If you don't turn up, they don't turn up.
Yes. So I don't know how she kind of recruited all these men. I mean, she's not a bad looking girl at all, but I don't know how she recruited these men. I mean, like I said, a lot of them were children, 18, 19-year-olds, but she has the charisma of like a mouldy sandwich. So I really don't know how she recruited all these. I really don't. So these are the kind of men that queued up to F Bonnie Blue. as you can see, a lot of them are wearing balaclavas, for my non-UK audience eyes. And that is due to them probably being married. Hi guys, future Lucy here. So I've bashed my nose on a door handle. Who does that? Me, the clumsiest person in the UK. Anyway, excuse me. How did I forget the whole petting zoo thing, which is the most controversial thing she promoted, and it got a ban from OF.
For those of you that do not know, Bonnie Blue has been banned off of OnlyFans. Do you understand how nasty you have to be to get banned off of a website that allows its users to get their backs blown out every day? Do you understand how nasty you have to be?
Which is quite the challenge, I'd say. So again, I've got to be careful here because it's YouTube, but she wanted to be tied up in a box and letting a multiple amount of men do whatever they want to her. Like I've added in many clips, this is so damaging. And she also says that she has up-to-date equipment to prove that these men of age, prove it. We've not seen that on any of your promotions of these men in balaclavas, queuing up. We've not seen anyone scanning any kind of equipment, so I don't believe that for 1 second. Sorry guys, I forgot to say different setup at my mum's today. I'm caring for her. So, and she's all settled, so I'm able to add a little clip in here. So anyway, back to Bonnie Blue. So I'm not going to be adding any clips about this petting zoo because it's YouTube and it's a little bit too racy for that, and I don't think it will allow me, so I won't be doing that. Now, this is just a silly little theory of mine, but every time I've had to watch countless interviews of her, for research purposes. But every time I watch her, I feel like I'm watching an AI. She is like, yes, I'm going to do. She doesn't blink. I'm going to F 1,000 people in one day. I'm the most disgusting person on the planet. I mean, she doesn't say that, but she is. So yeah, I feel like I'm watching. If it doesn't affect you having 1,000 penises inserted into you in one day, then you don't have a soul. I'm sorry, you don't.
How's it possible? It was a lot of work. It was sort of like a rotation. Every 40 seconds, somebody new was inside of me.
You say that so blankly.
Oh guys, today is not a good day at all, but anyway, oh god, my hay fever's starting now as well. Anyway, so jump to now, she's pregnant.
With the insane amount of hours I've spent on the Cataclysm channel covering Bonnie Blue, you would genuinely think that the horse would be dead and buried and that now I'm just beating the ground with a stick. But unfortunately, Miss Blue just keeps stooping lower and lower. Now, she's pregnant, as we know. I know there's some confusion still with some people thinking the pregnancy was fake. It's not. It's sadly very real. And although I have come to her defense semi-recently when people were saying nasty things about her pregnancy and kind of saying like they hope it fails, this time I can't come to her defense. She's unfortunately on her own with this one.
And she's stated it could be the one of 1,000 that after that time. What? So, yeah, so, I mean, she does say these things to be controversial and for that kind of shock value, if you will. So, yeah, so a next big promotion was, now, if you're eating, please put your food down.
Surrounded by men, so she's not on her own. Men that are going to be pissing on her in the name of a golden baby shower.
Now, I don't need to explain what that is. I'm sure you know what that is already, but yeah, it's where men urinate on you, basically. some people enjoy that as a sexual act for some odd reason. So here is her promotion of it, and when I first even knew she was pregnant, to be honest.
Hey women, if you'd have treated your husband correctly, then I wouldn't be left growing his DNA inside of me. To those stupid middle-aged mums sat at home, just look at what your husband has left inside of me.
Oh, hay fever now, God. I'm right victim cricket, aren't I? Anyway, just a simple gut. She can bang on all she wants that the baby will not be touched in any way. But just a simple Google search tells you that it's generally not recommended during pregnancy, and that is between you and your partner, not 1,000 strangers. You know, it can cause, just to name a few, vaginal flora disruption. Sorry, I can't pronounce anything. Mucous membrane exposure. So yeah, I don't know what they are, but yeah, that's what it causes, and that's between you and your partner. You know, that's not 1,000 strangers doing it. And does she not think a future child will see all this when they're older? Does she? I mean, how embarrassing. I mean, imagine them going to school and stuff like that, knowing like who the mum is and what she promotes proudly and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just really feeling for a future child right now. I really am. I mean, baby showers is all about kind of heartwarming memories and stuff like that. So when a future child asks her about, you know, what was my, because they may do, what was my baby shower like? She'll like, yeah, I let 1,000 men urinate on me. You know, it's just, so grotesque. Another thing is, does she not think a child will see her antics, you know, in the future? Of course they will. But I want to know your guys' thoughts on this. Healthy debates are all good on my page, and while you're there, if you don't mind giving me a like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, because you don't know what it means to me. Anyway, guys, bye.